It's the Portland Lumberjacks taking on the Chicago Blues.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from the City of Roses. Paris Campbell now on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we take a look at the starting quarterback, Deshaun Kaiser, the man who hails from Toledo, Ohio, and of course played his college ball at Notre Dame.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on second down. Kaiser, it's hauled in by Lee Smith. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 10 catches, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. To throw, Kaiser. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They'll have a former Heisman Trophy winner calling the shots, hailing from the island of Oahu in Hawaii, Marcus Mariota.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Shoves him aside, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3-and-out on their opening drive. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Mariota. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And the catch made by Dontrell Inman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Penny, a 1st down carry. A look at the numbers from Penny last week. 16 carries, 64 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. Inman has it over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's a give to Penny. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. To throw, Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. Touchdown! Cole Richardson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lumberjacks have taken the early lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Campbell returning it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Mario Addison in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So still 14 yards to go, second down. A carry here for Hunt. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Third and long for Kaiser. And that is incomplete.
Two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. They also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from it. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Penny. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 6 yards left on second down. Mariota to throw it. And he rifles one incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. It's hauled in here by Edmond. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on third down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
Running left, it's Penny. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They go play action. Mariota. And he finds Danny Amendola.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference...
Into a sea of defenders had intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Mariota on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. This is caught. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lumberjacks are able to widen their advantage.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
For the extra point. good to make it 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Deshaun Kaiser making his way out to the huddle. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On second down, it's Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Play action now, Mariota. And he's got his big tight end here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mariota. And this is Inman with a catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota. And it's caught. Touchdown. Rashad Penny with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lumberjacks add 6 to their lead.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Kaiser now from the 50. Complete. Smith has it. And all the way down to the 9. A huge play there for Chicago.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. They go play action. Kaiser. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Blues are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. Remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. This offense back to work now late in this 1st half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. 1st down, Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Mariota. And this is incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Now Mariota. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll throw again. Mariota. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert as the 1st half is winding down. And the Lumberjacks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now Parkey for the extra point. He knocks backs it through. It's 28-7. So the drive there took 6 plays.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Final play of the half, Kaiser. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. The final shot before break. Kaiser, and that is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Time to look now with our spotlight at the quarterback, Marcus Mariota. And we have seen him to this point with 4 touchdowns. We get a glance at his work. It's been good work.
Oh, it's been excellent work, and it's made so much better by our guys. Look at that montage of great plays that they put together. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, you speak it pretty well. But these guys, the pictures they put up,
very good, and he's got his team in the lead right now. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A handoff to Penny. Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free.
wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mariota.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Kaiser to throw it. It's caught by Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 1st down throw for Kaiser. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. On second down, right back to Hunt. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll try to throw here. Kaiser. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On the draw, this is Penny. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Mariota rolling to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once more, Penny. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Penny. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Parkey is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 2-point conversions? That's difficult.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
A second down throw now for Kaiser. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll run with Hunt. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run, this is Hunt. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Kaiser now. He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First down, Kaiser. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw is Kaiser. He'll hit Jackson, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. To throw, Kaiser. Wide open, Amari Cooper. Touchdown! Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Blues are able to cut into that deficit.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returnable for Dorsett. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Hightower. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Following the interception, Kaiser on the crossing route. He hits his man, Amari Cooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They'll throw here. Kaiser got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Blues take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's going the other way.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returnable for Dorsett. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Mariota now. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
To try again after the sack. Mariota caught. It's Dontrell Inman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's Mariota, rolling to his right. Room to run past midfield. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stuff. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
Isaiah Simmons
Leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. The reception good for 7. It's third down. To throw Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Mario Addison has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Kaiser. Under pressure, and down he goes. Mario Addison in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Kaiser. Jackson's got it over the middle.
7 yards to pick up there.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Kaiser's throw complete there to Smith.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Kaiser. He's got Smith-Schuster, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Kaiser.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Kaiser. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Kaiser to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Oh, no, he lost the football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? There's only one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Mariota. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard, 30 seconds to go. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Kaiser on 1st down. Jackson with a catch. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. 7 yards the pick up there. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
That's what I'm talking about.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Portland, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.